There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. Finds a little space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nowadays, it's the norm. Running quarterbacks, scrambling around all over the field. Really nice job sending a message early. You're going to earn these yards. You're going to take some hits. Nice job delivering that message.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Off play action. Here's the pressure. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Davidson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to sling it on second down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The offense lining up for a first down play. Toss to the outside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Bulldozes his way through. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
How about this defense? Getting to the quarterback in back-to-back plays. You want to pressure the quarterback. If you get him on the ground, it's gravy. Nice job. 2 sacks in a row, bringing up a 3rd and long situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Off the play fake. Fires left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Georgia going up tempo.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Taylor wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back. Closing.
He's loose on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play.
Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
He doesn't need anything to do. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Makes the grab. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run play action. And the timing just a hair off.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davidson. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The pitch to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the back. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grabbed behind the line. It's Craven. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the move, it's Dupree. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on fourth down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the third time the charm. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
For wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on fourth down. Quarterback keeper.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Caught in the backfield, it's Craver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Hands it off. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
South Carolina, 14.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Direct snap. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 2-point try. Quick strike complete. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
First and 10.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Welsh. Got the first down and still on his feet. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
On the direct snap, it's Welch. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Davidson. Got enough for the first. He turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Offense changing the play. Taylor wants to throw. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Going for it all. Pulls it in on the right. Off to the races. The 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's White. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Turning it on. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Gets the back moving. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
South Carolina, 26.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Welch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Showing off the arms. Really impressive performance from this running game. You get a victory like this, gives you a chance to hop up over your opponent and maybe others in the rankings.
Listen, it's early in the season. It's a top 25 matchup, but this coaching staff, David, took the opportunity to challenge their players. We want to be a physical running team all season long. Here's a chance to just put good versus good and find out how good we are, and they went out and they got it done.
Yeah, get it done. And listen, I don't really care if it's beautiful early in the season, right? Like, the point is we're going to look back at these victories later on and go, they won. That's all that matters. But proving they got a physical ground game is a great place to start. They'll continue to evolve still early in this season. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got it behind the line. It's Barber. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt. It's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
2-point conversion attempt is coming.
Here we go, here we go.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And to few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And the Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
42 Spiders.
On the direct snap, it's Welch. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Direct snap, it's Welch. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. Past the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll line up to go for 2.
Base 27 jump.
They want to throw it. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly.
Let's go. Break. Single.
Running to the left. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job. Get him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some eat.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Now, 4th down.
Let's
With the clock running, this should be the final play.
White 53.
Both of these teams are